would like to buy a property. I just want to know, will I be allowed granted visa into London?
Very first question on visas. The short answer is yes. Very, very focused. Again, it goes back to what I was saying about living bridge. We want to make it as easy as possible to have this living bridge between India and the UK, and that certainly includes visas.
Out of UK, why is concentration so much in London?
London is a great proposition, especially for Indians now, because as you probably know, the pound is very weak, and I think if you're going to invest in London, this is the best time, because even with an increase in stamp duty, the chances are that with the way the pound is, especially, I'm hoping that for yourself, you'll make up the difference.
The rupee is stronger.
Yeah, the rupee is definitely stronger. So if this is for any time, this is probably the best time.
Wonderful. And Kiran, when I talk to you about why London, you talk about education, you talk about entertainment. You tell me that London offers so much. What is it that really, ideally, should attract us to London?
The opportunities for jobs, basically the neighborhood you get in most of the places, and the quality of education you get. So the list goes on and on. So the people who love cities, I must admit, I lived there for 5 years. There's a lot more things I would have done, but I couldn't do in 5 years in London.
Great to hear. And we also have with us Mr. Kishore Jain from Jain Heights. What has been your experience on London till date?
I could see a lot of similarity between Bangalore and London. Culture, architecture, and a lot of parks still you could see in Bangalore also. So is the case with London. And coming to investment, one advice which I give in every forum, be it Bangalore, London or wherever, but stay invested.
What does London mean to you?
Okay, I'm going to be slightly biased, even though I'm British and I represent the British High Commission and I'm talking about the whole of Britain, but I'm from London, I grew up in London. I'm actually a landlord in London as well. I have a flat in London, so I have some personal experience there. Before coming to India, I was in London for 2 years. So I think if I can give one quick anecdote on this, I'm a diplomat, I've worked all over the world, in China, South Africa, Southeast Asia, and I work very closely with my opposite numbers from governments around the world. And if you ask any of them, whether they're in the Chinese government or the South African government or the Singapore government, say which are the top 3 cities in the world you want to be posted to? For me, Beijing was always at the top. India, obviously. Singapore is another one, I think, or maybe New York. But they will always have London in the top 3. When you get that from people from other countries all around the world, that's probably the best way of selling. I can talk about infrastructure, I can talk about culture, I can talk about everything from restaurants to cinema to theatre. You can travel all around the world and live all around the world. When London's in their top 3, that's the biggest testament.
Yeah. Harvey, you were born and raised in
London.
Yeah. But you are dashed by heart. What's in your heart?
I think speaking to my whole family, my mum, she does not speak English, yet she's been living there for the last 30 years. So whatever happens, I still have to be Punjabi.
Awesome! Give him a big round of applause. What's the favorite food in London and also shared and enjoyed by Indians?
Me personally, lamb shank is one of my favorite. If you're South Indian, you go to East Ham or Hounslow, wherever you go, you get South Indian food. So you still feel like home. So I didn't miss very much regarding food in London.
Yeah. Kishore, over to you. You have most of your properties here in India that you promote. They say between France and Germany, it's still London. How do we make it India?
India has got huge potential and the growth potential is tremendous. And with the kind of reforms which we are seeing last few months, we call it IT, not information technology. It's India's tomorrow. I personally very bullish on India's growth story.
Lovely. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your valuable insights. and to the lovely, wonderful audience here. We hope you really have enjoyed this panel discussion, an informal one.